This is top 3 tarp tips. Top 3 tarp sets. Make sure you stay tuned for the Brollie Bunker. There's a little treat at the end of this one. Check it out. I'm sure you'll love it, yeah? That I'm using through winter. Because they're all enclosed tarps. And they just add that element of warmth. The first one I'm about to show you, I've got no idea of the names of these, by the way. The first one I'm about to show you, I've seen other people use it, but it's not that popular for some reason, and I don't know why. I don't know why it's not popular. It's really convenient because you don't need a ground sheet. It's got the ground sheet included in the whole setup. The most important thing you need to know about this one, this front corner, which will be your entranceway, has to be close to a tie-off point. So you just need one of the points there to tie off on. And that's all you'll be using, that and at least 3 pegs. First off, pin this corner towards your chosen tie-off point, which my ones are right there. Then you just want to do the centre at a nice 90-degree angle to that. About there. Stay. Do that. And your third peg, which is your minimum amount to use, 4 sticks, I'm going to take your fancy. Now, I would have spent, if I was doing this for a few days or even a night, I would have spent the time to get rid of things like this. But never mind. Now, you don't need these pegs anymore. You can put a few more in down there if you like, depending on what the wind's like. See how you go with that. So you want the centre now. Things like that. You want the centre. I've already prepped this with a piece of cordage. It's the centre one that comes through there. This one here, bring over. Perfection. It's Olympic material, that is. See, now we're cooking with gas with that. Stitch that. There. Fingers so cool. You're getting too fussy about your knots there, I think. There you have it. Yeah, it's a bit baggy, but you get the idea. And I'll bring you over so you can have a decent look. Now, zoomed out a bit more now. I can't bother with that. The beauty of this, during the day, if you're staying more than a night, you just pin that up, get it stick, find another tie-off point, and you've got yourself a covered vestibule thingy, don't you? Whatever they're called. Yeah. Just shelter. You've got more shelter. I like that. I like that. It's one of my favourite ones. When you can spend time picking the corners, you know, you can peg along this edge as well, like I said, depending on what you want. So that's number 1. What's the name of that one? If you know the name of this one, please let me know, because I've used it a few times and I don't know what to call it. So the second one here, this is the classic pyramid tent with one pole in the middle. So, nice piece of ground. I've already pegged the back 2 corners. What you need now, you probably need 4 pegs at least for this set. 4 pegs RT. The trick is you get this first corner, put that up, and where that centre line, your centre tie-off loop was, I'm going to peg that roughly in line with that. It's a funky spider. You can see, I'm going to show you that actually. That's the centre point there, yeah? Keep note of that space. Just in line, you're not going to reach it, obviously. And you can tighten these points up later when you've got the interior done. Just go back out and tighten everything up. So luckily, I'm used to doing this with a 3x3 tarp, not a 4x4. So my usual mop handle would have been perfect, but luckily I've got a spare. So if I put that in there, to give you an idea, I'm 6'2". Oops. That is roughly 6 foot of piping, of tubing, of walking stick, of tent pole is what you're going to need, about 6 foot, yeah? Preferably something a bit more secure than dodgy mop handles, but weighs bugger all, yeah? So you want to fight your way in here. You go in and do this, and I'll come back out and grab you. And there you have it, the Teepee style. I'll show you on the inside again. Just pull you off there. Not bad, eh, RT? In fact, I'm going to introduce you to RT now, whilst you're off the side. Okay, you're up in a tree this time. No, the Brollie Bunker. It's named a bunker for a very good reason. No, this is not a double barrel Brollie. Double barrel Brollie. Here's the two key items you need. This and a tarp. Now to be fair, I've not done it with a 4x4 before. A 4x4 before. I've not done it with a 4x4 tarp before. I've only done it with a 3x3. So this is new for me as well as you. And you. Two good sized Brollies you want. I did have a couple of really nice golfing Brollies, but they've disappeared. Which way around shall I go? Let's go this way, shall we? Route one. There. Now, as it's a 4x4 tarp, I'm thinking these probably need to be 2 metres apart. 2.5 metres apart. 1, 2, we'll put the other one about there. In line. Under this rotten wood. Do that. About like that. Try and get them as straight as. Yeah. This would be a lot easier to do with 2 people, yeah? See how we go with 1. You want to have your ground sheet down already as well, so I would have my bedroll, which is over there at the moment, because that's where I slept last night. I'd have it already set up, my bedroll in the middle there, or diagonally. The idea is this one's fully enclosed, yeah? Like totally enclosed. It's a really nice and cosy one. And because it's quite low to the ground, it doesn't take long to warm up either. Okay, see, this is the problem you have with just one person. So I would hook this edge of the tarp just on there for now. Get that sorted. It's a bit finicky to set up. Once you start getting pegs in there, not so bad. I think the first peg was put in. Set this tail in here. Still with me, RT. It is a bit fiddly this one because the brollies aren't very, they don't really stay in their place too well. And what I've got over here, what I think might help, especially if you're doing this on your own, is you want these 2 points here to be nice and tight so the roof doesn't sag you. Let's just tie that into there. Even if it's just temporary. No, it's just a case. A lot of faff in this one, but I personally believe it's worth the faff. And if any of you have got any better ideas on how to go about setting this up, please let me know. You'd be amazed at the amount of room on the inside of this one. It's a huge amount of space. You had a few pegs for it as well. Lost me, aren't I? I'm back. Yeah. Well, good if this that log wasn't there, but there you go. Now, what I would do with this is, when you're inside and you're nice and cosy, I'll show you the inside in a moment. Pull that umbrella in towards you. That will then enable you to drop that down and peg it into the dirt. Yeah? This edge here. Let me show you the inside now. The amount of space in here. I'll show you with this one.